Hello guys, so I haven't made a video in a hot minute. There's a couple reasons for that. One, I've been super busy with work. Second, two, I have COVID. How fun. So let me talk you through. You probably are aware if you follow me on Instagram, but I thought I would give you guys an update here because I know not all of you have Instagram or follow me there, which you should be. On the 12th of October, my sister and my mom came over to celebrate my boyfriend's birthday, and I got COVID from my sister. So she wasn't showing any signs or anything at that time, but she had been in and out of the hospital previously, and I guess that's how she got it. But she didn't know, and then that Friday I started showing symptoms. I had the worst sore throat, like it was worse than like strep. It was so bad. I was really struggling with the sore throat, and then that was the Friday, and then it started getting progressively worse. Now that Friday is also when my sister tested positive, so I was like, okay, I probably have COVID, but my test was negative Saturday, Sunday. Monday morning I finally had a positive test, so I was exposed Tuesday, symptoms Friday, and then I had the positive test on Monday. And it was probably the worst. Like the first few days was mostly sore throat, but from that Monday to that Friday after, I was horrible. Super sinus congestion, sinus headache, pressure, weakness, fever on and off. I never had a super high fever. My sister had a pretty high fever, but she has some other health issues. But my fever never went over like 100. But I also have been boosted multiple times. I got the most recent booster, so I may have not had it as horribly, but that 1 week was definitely pretty bad. It was like a bad flu. It could have been so much worse. I'm so grateful for the vaccine and the boosters, especially since my whole family got COVID. My sister was staying with my parents when she got out of the hospital, so they got it too. And both my parents are older and have other issues, so I'm so glad that they were vaccinated and boosted because it could have been so much worse. So both my parents ended up having a positive test the same day as me, or actually before me, because they had been exposed to my sister before I was. But both my parents got the medication, like the prescription that they have for COVID, because they have other issues. My mom actually couldn't keep taking it because it gave her such bad side effects. My dad kept taking it, and they're already like better. Like they feel great. Me and my brother's younger than me. We're both, young, healthy, so we didn't get a prescription. I was told to just keep taking my over-the-counter stuff I was taking, and now it's been 2 weeks almost, and I'm still feeling it. I would say I feel much better for sure. I definitely don't have a fever, but sad news was that about I want to say 7 to 10 days after my positive test, I lost my sense of smell and taste, so that was super fun. No one else in my family had that issue. I know my parents both said that they had like a metallic taste in their mouth, which is a side effect from the medication. I'm not on the medication. My cousin did lose her sense of smell and taste back when she had COVID, like way before even the vaccine. But yeah, so I am feeling much better. I still definitely have like some sinus congestion. I'm taking this spray stuff. I posted it on Instagram, I think. That's really been helping a lot with the sinus congestion, but I still have a lot of sinus pressure. Constant headache, constant like sharp headache, not like that dull like tired headache, like a very sharp headache. And the worst part really is like now is the not smelling and not tasting, because it's so bad. Like my sense of smell has gotten a little bit better, and I think it's from that nasal spray I've been using. I've been able to smell oregano, and that was it, but that's something. But I still can't taste anything, so that's a big bummer. I think last night we had bacon and eggs for dinner, and I was able to taste the saltiness of the bacon, but not the flavor. So like at first I couldn't tell at all if something was sweet, salty, nothing. Like you could blindfold me and I couldn't tell you what it was except for the texture. And stuff that was spicy, like I could like tell you it was spicy because the burning on my tongue, but I couldn't actually taste it. Like same with like a lemon, like if I had a cut on my lip I could feel the burn, but I couldn't get the taste. And I'm still pretty much like that. The only thing I've been able to taste is just saltiness, but that's like super intense, like pork bacon saltiness. I haven't been able to taste chips, crackers, like anything. So that's been really bad. Like I can't taste coffee, I can't smell coffee, like none of that. So I'm hoping that goes away soon. The smell coming back, or just being able to smell one thing was like a big step in the right direction. What was hard for me was literally the day that I got sick, the day I had the sore throat. The guy that I work with, he's like on my level. We have like the same job kind of. We both have a team underneath us of about 20 people. When he got married that weekend, so he was away for the week. So for 10 days he was away, and I was taking half his team on, so like I couldn't not work. So I was working like straight through having COVID, like in the midst of it. So that was pretty bad, just because like I couldn't rest as much as I wanted to. But you know, I managed and it was fine, and I didn't have to, you know, lose pay for not working. So that was fine, but you can definitely still hear it in my voice. I'm pretty nasally. It's like a lot of sinus congestion up here, but then a lot of running at the bottom. My mouth is constantly dry, which is super fun, but I've been drinking a lot of water, so I guess that's good. But I wanted to give you guys an update just because like I've always found it not enjoyable, but like interesting, I guess, when people have COVID and like do a video, because it's so different for everyone. I mean, I've even talked to people at work, and so many people are like, oh, I had it and I never lost my sense of taste or smell. And like some people are like, oh, the worse you have it, the better, faster you get better. And then if you have like a light case, then it's long COVID. I'm a little nervous I will have long COVID just because my luck in life, and because me and my cousin are very, very similar, and she had long COVID. She started losing her hair. She didn't have her taste or smell for like 2 months, so I'm a little nervous about that. Like, my boyfriend for his birthday got Cheesecake Factory gift card, and I'm like, I want to go, but like I don't want to spend the money or even the gift card when I can't taste anything. Like, we got sandwiches the other day, like just like a $7 sandwich, and like I was like, why did I do this? Like, I could have just went home and eaten anything because I can't tell what it is anyway. So that's kind of been like annoying. Like, I get HelloFresh and I'm making these meals and my boyfriend can taste it, but I can't taste it, and it's just like a bummer. But yeah, I have a lot of videos I need to do. Like, I'm working with a couple different brands on some videos. Not really sponsored, just like they sent me some stuff and I'm gonna try it, but I haven't been able to because I've been sick. But I'm starting to definitely feel better, I can tell. And hopefully like all this stuff will go soon. I'm not sure, but we shall see. I also cut my bangs yesterday and cut them way too short, so like that was really great. They should grow back pretty quick, but like now I look insane. I've been watching a lot of Love is Blind, yay. Bachelor in Paradise. My boyfriend and I are watching Grimm. I've already seen it like 3 times, but he's finally like watching it. Lots of shows to watch. We've been watching The Unexplained Mysteries on Netflix. We watched The Watcher, which was great. I love watching stuff that takes place in New Jersey. There's The Good Nurse that's coming out, I think, this week. So I'll probably watch that this weekend. And then this weekend's also the Matthew Perry interview on ABC. So we're excited to watch that as well. But yeah, hopefully I get better soon. And I just wanted to do something quick for you guys. Also, fun fact, I live with my boyfriend and he didn't get sick at all. Like, what is that? So we were both exposed to my sister on Tuesday. I did hug her and he didn't, so that maybe that was the difference, but he's been living with me. So like, apparently you're contagious like 2 days before you show symptoms. So we saw her on Tuesday and then I didn't have symptoms till Friday. So I was contagious those first 2 days, like Thursday, Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday. He didn't get sick and we weren't distancing or anything because I wasn't sick. I didn't think I was sick until Friday. And then we've been like keeping our distance. Like, we live together and like we share a bed, but like we've been like not touching and all that kind of stuff. You know, making sure everything's clean. And like I did last week when I started feeling better, I think Friday or Thursday night, I wiped everything down. Like, I cleaned every handle, every light switch, every faucet, like table, chair. I put antibacterial spray all over the sofa, like washed all the sheets, all the blankets, like everything. And he just hasn't been sick. So he's tested too and he's negative. Even days after. So like, I didn't even have him test like as if he was exposed by my sister, but exposed by me, and he was just always negative. So I don't know what that's about. He has gotten 1 booster, I believe, but he got the J&J vaccine. But I also think he did have COVID, like way in the beginning when things first closed down. We hadn't seen each other for like the first 6 to 8 weeks, I think. And right after things closed down, he got really sick. I was sick before that. I don't think it was COVID because like I was sick before we even knew COVID was in America. But he got sick like right when everything closed down, and he couldn't breathe, and he had a really bad cough, and that lasted for like a week or so. But he even went to the hospital and like was freaking out because he couldn't breathe, and they were like, "You're young and healthy," and like they didn't even have tests. Like this is when tests weren't what they are now, where you could just get one at home and stuff. So I think he may have had it like way back in the beginning, and I know it's a different like strand or whatever now, but I think he may have had it and fought it off. So like he may have like antibodies, so he didn't get it this time. I mean, I don't know, but he hasn't been feeling sick at all. No symptoms, no positive test. I'm not gonna test again just because, well, not yet anyway, because apparently like you can test positive for weeks after having a positive test, and not having symptoms even, but you're not contagious. So like they told me after 5 days of symptoms, on the 6th day, I didn't have to like keep wearing a mask at home, like to distance from him. But when I went out, I should still wear a mask for like 5 to 10 days. So I've been doing that. I definitely think moving around is good. I've noticed that like I haven't gotten that like bronchitis type of like chesty cough because I think I've been moving around so much. I haven't just been like, even when I'm working, like I'm sitting up. So like because I wasn't laying flat when I was initially sick, I think that helped a lot, moving around and like everything, so that doesn't build up. I've been sleeping sitting up and everything, just so that doesn't build up in your lungs or your chest or whatever. So I think that helped a lot. So most of my stuff is like a head cold, which my doctor did say. I did have a virtual visit with my doctor when I first got my positive test, and they did say, you know, this current strain, it does seem like a upper respiratory, like definitely upper sinus kind of thing. So yeah, but I got my last vaccine, my last booster on September 9th, so like it was just annoying to just get it now, you know. And I thought maybe I'd be one of those people who just like never got it. Not so much luck. But I'm just so grateful that my parents are okay, and that they were able to get medicine and like the vaccine and the boosters and like all of that happened. Like I'm just so grateful for the scientists and the doctors who invented those and like made it work, because it could have been so much worse. Like that was my biggest fear with COVID, was like losing one of my parents. So like I'm just so happy that they're okay and they're like recovering. I'm actually seem to be the one that's like having the slowest recovery. Super. But I'm just glad that like we all are okay, you know. It could have been so much worse. So thank you for you guys who have sent me well wishes on Instagram. So nice of you. And hopefully I will have more videos out very, very soon. I know I haven't done a very good job lately, just because of being sick, and also I work now like 9 to 5 essentially, so I don't have as much time on my hands as I used to. And now that I own a home, I'm like doing a lot of cleaning and like home stuff that I didn't do before. So yeah, this video got way longer than I thought, but that's that. And thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.